Alright, what's up y'all? We're back with the Week 4 recap of the PCP Pokemon Community Players. I am joined by KipUp and Cowpat. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's good?
Wait, is that what this league stands for?
Not according to
didn't
Discord.
know that.
Not according to Discord.
Yeah.
What does it say on Discord, Pat?
I thought it was Pissheads, Clusterfucks, and Pokemon.
That about accurately describes it, yeah.
That works. That works fine, yeah.
I like that better.
But first up here we have KipUp versus Andrew, or Sacco as you may better well know him. So, yeah, I'll just stick it on normal and you can jump right into it, man. What were you thinking lead matchup-wise?
Alright, well, honestly, I was really afraid of, I was super afraid of Tapu Koko. Like, that thing ripped through my team. So if I remember correctly, I did lead, I led the Ditto just to make sure that I covered everything possible.
Scouting sets early. I see you.
Yeah, so at this point, Scissor didn't actually really threaten anything, so I was just able to just go out into Celesteela. I can't do anything to steal it at all.
Fair enough.
Knockoff would have been bad, but that was pretty much all I could have done. I wanted a Koko, and I did have that Wakamberry, so I didn't want to reveal it yet, obviously, so I just went out into my Lightning Rod Mon.
Yeah, trying to get
and
that
that
boost.
U-turn did a lot.
It really did. I think he was Scarf Coco, so I did surprisingly a lot.
And for whatever reason, I didn't really prep too well for the Nidoqueen. So the one thing I really had was the Hitmonchan.
The fucking Hitmonchan.
It covered pretty much everything. It didn't take very much from Koko, but it couldn't take on the Nidoqueen one-on-one, and I knew it.
We were watching it last time, and we were saying, like, this is the only game we've ever seen Hitmonchan put in work. And we were like, fucking KipUp,
And
this
it
guy.
puts in so much
Yeah,
work.
it did great. I packed the Fire Punch only for the Scizor, so that worked out pretty well there.
Yeah, he probably should have scouted for that, but who knows? He's Sacco for a reason.
Yeah, I guess so, but
Crushed.
kind of let this sucker die.
Yep, good old Mayweather. He does make the good play, though, in getting the spikes up. But then I didn't get his next play. We were talking about it, and we think it was a misclick because it was the same color. How he goes for Toxic instead of Toxic Spikes.
Yeah.
I do that shit all the
Maybe
time, so I
he
can't talk
thought-
shit.
I think maybe he thought I was going to keep it. Maybe I'd get the spin off on Shaman or something. I'm honestly unsure. And I didn't know this, like, worked that way. I thought I'd transform and not get poisoned. So that was a misplay on my end on that
Yeah.
part. So,
We out
whoops.
here learning.
No, I've made a ton of misplays with Ditto, if you paid attention.
Like we actually made the comment that you've been using Ditto pretty well.
Yeah.
I've been using it alright, but then there was like the other week with the X-Cloud when I used Boom Burst.
Oh, yeah, with Tim.
That was just dumb.
That was pretty funny.
Well, you do have like a ghost type. He should have probably bought Scrappy, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree actually, but
You got a
I got
Kofax.
Florges with Spadef. Actually took on the Volcanion and the Koko pretty well without prior damage, which it had a lot of damage on it now.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't that effective, so I just had to kind of keep it in the back and hope it didn't come to one of those two.
This was kind of... I feel like Volcanion was bulky enough to where the crit might have mattered, but I don't know. After Rocks, I don't know what your item was, but that was just a dickload of damage.
I was Ebel.
Okay, so it might not have mattered then.
Yeah, it might not have.
No, Ebel Adamant, so that
Oof.
did not matter.
Straight up. Getting 50% off in chip with Mach Punch, though. Not even bad.
I wasn't sure if I really wanted to switch out here, so I just kind of stacked off Nate, but I didn't think I really needed it for anything else. It would have been nice for the Shaman, but I already assumed the Koko was Scarf. Like, I was just under the assumption of it at that stage, so I just didn't think it was very useful.
And Salazzle was actually a pretty big threat to your team if you didn't have something that just crazy outsped it.
Oh yeah, that's the one reason I brought Manectric in, because I didn't have that much speed on the rest of the team.
Yeah, for sure. Shaman comes back
This
out.
Shaman was so annoying. That was HP Fire, and it did less than 20.
17.8. Good God. Nothing.
So that was,
Yeah, so
that
also
was max.
we were talking there that yeah, if he'd gone out into Ditto and got his Salazzle, it was, if Sludge Wave had killed Salazzle, which I'm pretty sure it would have just been Sludge Wave, Sludge Wave, Sludge Wave.
It would have been, but also, I'm under the impression that Koko was Scarf.
Yeah, it definitely was.
If I recall correctly,
Okay,
it was.
yeah.
Was it? I don't
Yeah, I
think it
believe,
was.
whenever,
We'll see
Would
this
you
turn.
have been
Oh yeah, it
Scarf
was
Timid.
Scarf, yeah.
yeah.
Scarf Timid to outspeed Manectric though, or Scarf Timid to outspeed Scarf? Salazzle.
He had Scarf Timid to outspeed Scarf Salazzle because his plan was to Nasty Plot up and then have your Ditto copy it and then be able to revenge it so he could kill the Ditto, because Ditto was a huge threat to his, like, every single Pokemon.
Yeah, it's lucky Ditto's not a huge threat to my team, so you're not going to bring it this week, right?
I guess. You'll never know.
Only time will tell.
Until you see it. So anyway, this Shaman was so annoying.
It just doesn't die. He had to kill himself, like, fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got pretty scared here when
Steel still doesn't have a kill. Steel has been putting in so much work, I don't think it has a kill this year. It might have one. It's been a monster all year, and it just hasn't killed anything.
That's fucked up. I think you're right. I think it is just like 0-3 or something like that.
But it's been doing so well.
Yeah, it's been walling the shit out of, like, everybody.
But anyway, his Thunderbolt couldn't possibly knock me out from here, as far as I can tell. So it was perfectly fine just going hard into this. I could have gone into Florges and tried to stop the electric terrain, but that's the only thing I would have done differently, probably.
Yeah, and that was just asking to be crit or something too, so fuck a lot of
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
At that point, yeah.
But good game to both you guys. That was a solid game. Watching that live,
it was a great game.
Pretty intense. So next we have Dye versus Chris. You can see the Skarmbliss Chris right there. It says newly acquired Mega Gallade to take advantage of the psychic terrain, which I'm not the biggest fan of Gallade, but that is a pretty cool little thing he's got going on with the Abuser.
Yeah, that's a cool concept.
And then you got Dye's pseudo rain team with Rain Setter plus I think Hydration Goodra was like the only thing really that benefited from the rain. But see how it works out for him.
Yeah, he's still got Kabutops in the back.
He does not have Kabutops.
And Kingdra? Not for this battle, but he's still got Kabutops and Kingdra on the squad.
Yeah. So. Whenever we recorded this the first time, this was like, we were like, what the fuck are you doing, Chris? He just kind of...
Chris was trying to explain what the fuck he did.
And he couldn't explain it. So he basically sacks the Skarmory. He's at like 11% or something. Like you're not walling anything. He goes out into the muck on the Toxic, which I'm sure he predicted immaculately, and that was 100% on purpose, of course. And then this,
it's like looking at his team. It's what you go out into.
Yeah, this was weird though.
Because it's set up fodder.
He's cursed, so you definitely outspeed, but he actually goes for the Whirlwind rather than the Roost, so he loses Skarm there, which was, I mean, he needed an opportunity to roost up.
That was his opportunity.
Wasted.
That was his opportunity. Yeah,
Muck was a threat. If you really look at his team, that thing could have done so much work.
It was
mono knockoff.
Yeah, knockoff Rest Talk with Curse.
Yeah.
Not fucking around.
I don't know why I didn't have Shadow Sneak, by the way. I guess because of Lele, but it would have still been really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because he wanted to
2
run
or 3 kills.
Like he only had room for the knockoff.
Makes sense.
Because it was Rest Talk. And Rest Talk worked pretty well against his team because of 1v1 Blissey.
But as you can probably tell by that, well, maybe not by the damage, but you can tell by the lack of leftovers recovery. Chris brought Meme, Z, what is it? Z fucking Trick or Treat? Yeah, Z Trick or Treat Gorgeist. Yeah. So Chris is bringing memes, and
yeah, he drafted that mon so that he could bring Z Trick or Treat, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Remember he had EV last season?
He did, and he tried to bring it versus me, and he just got destroyed.
He got so sad about that.
R.I.P. Chris's memes and dreams.
Yeah.
For real.
But he gets the Pelipper Toxic, which is always good. Pelipper on a timer is a Pelipper anyone can deal with. But yeah, it doesn't go into the Raikou on the defog, as we were talking about it last time. He probably should have, because
this is a meme that worked.
Yeah, he had the
I
fucking.
Like this meme.
That's pretty cool shit. The Adrenaline Orb.
That's very interesting.
Sneaky
now, if only he had an item that boosted the power of his moves, so he could actually kill the Landress.
Right. Y'all got any more of them E-belts?
Memes. I'll take one E-belt, thanks.
E-belt machine broke. He's got the psychic terrain up.
Yeah, this Meloetta was Assault first, but I managed to talk Dye into changing it to Carmine, because basically he can set up Like he can force a lot of switches
and then do that.
Gets his free assault. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Blissey taking 66. Good golly. It's a beautiful thing to see. Anytime Blissey takes over 50 from a hit, you kind of nut a little bit, you know?
Just a little bit.
Just a little pre-nut.
But Meloetta is a god in League. I swear.
Yeah, it's really
it is a monster.
For real. I play Die this week,
Yeah.
and I'm legitimate. Like, that's one of, like, 3 things on this team that I'm scared of, and it's that fucking thing right there. Like, at least I don't have Psychic Terrain to help it out, but good God.
yeah, so Chris
It's got
actually
Venom on you.
Chris actually tweaked a bit there, he was saying, and he kind of, it slipped his mind that Meloetta was a normal type, so he was Shadow Force, or Phantom Force, whatever it is, and Shadow Sneak on Gorgeist rather than Seed Bomb.
Oh. Yeah, that's
So he would have been okay if he got the Z Trick or Treat off there, to be honest. He would have had a much easier time. He wouldn't be doing much to Goodra, but...
But
Yeah,
Lele
you just
comes
get
in.
a-
It is Scarf. It's a Lele and a Blissey versus 4 fucking things. Eats a Sludge Wave, though. That's always nice. But,
Then switches out.
yeah. I don't...
He could have just killed this Goodra.
Yeah, probably would have been the play.
And
I-
everything on that team is dying to Psyshock, by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so there's been a
He might
couple
have had
tweaks
to-
in here.
Yeah, he might have had to sack, like, Blissey into Lando, possibly, if it was super bulky.
Hmm.
But everything else was done to Psyshock.
Yeah, pretty much. I know he had Scarf Mindshow that outspeeds, but I think we see here in a minute that it doesn't kill from full.
No.
Yeah, he goes for the Z.
Well, there you go. Lando was weakened anyway.
Yep, goes for the Z. Blissey barely
Holy.
fucking lives. It's just, this is Healing Wish Week, is what we got going on here.
Yeah, no.
But now it's Scarf Lele versus the world, and it does pick up some kills, though. It is definitely not
Finally.
fucking around.
So
Finally.
you got Scarf Mindshare here.
Does
You
a
get a
clean,
solid 83.
clean 83.
That's good damage.
But that thing just drops, though. RIP floppy ass arms. But Goodra is back to full and is going to be able to finish this off. He needed fucking just the biggest crit of his life.
Oh yeah, he needed like the greatest crit of all time.
Oh, Shay, do you want to add Sean to the call? He just messaged.
Yeah, let me do that real quick. Just next out of this one. That's perfect timing because we're just getting to his match too.
Yeah, I told him we'd wait for his one till he got through.
Okay, let me see here. I'll just.
But yeah, good battle, Die versus Chris. It means Die is got his first win, so he's kind of back in the race, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And it means that we've got, you know, some good teasing options for Chris. We've been giving him a lot of shit.
He
Hello.
deserved it.
Hey, bro.
Yo.
Hey,
So you're just in time. We were just at yours and Nathan's match.
sweet.
Fucking meant to be. So we'll just switch sides and reset it. Now, I know you and Pat spent a pretty good amount of time team building on this
We
one.
did, yeah.
Hold on. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
I had no idea.
It
Give
said,
up there?
it gave me the
Yeah, it was
encoding
good.
overload thing, but
We'll stop overloading the encoding, Shaden.
well, it's not my fault.
Be nice to it, bro.
Yeah. You gotta stroke it a little bit.
It's fine now. Okay, so I'll edit that out. Anyways, I know you and Pat did spend a good amount of time building and whatnot for this one. So, what was your game plan going into this?
One moment.
This man's got notes.
No, I thought somebody was going downstairs. Okay, so, my game plan was just to win. I don't think I went in with
Good
any
plan.
straight thought. Pat did help out a lot, though. We did a mock battle, and I think the only thing he brought that we didn't do in the mock battle was the Porygon 2.
No, I bought offensive Porygon too in the mock battle.
Oh, memes.
Yeah. I don't know
It
what.
actually kind of puts in work.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know.
pretty much the same team. I'll just have a look at the doc real quick.
Yeah, it was a Crobat. I know that you brought because I had Mental Herb on the
Yeah.
Fortress.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I
That's
bought
good.
Crobat.
Good tech. For show.
Charm.
I think I might have left Ninetales.
Oh, you
that's
gotta
right.
bring the Ninetales.
Irrelevant.
Scarf Garchomp was there to pretty much outspeed, revenge kill, and shut down anything I didn't want.
Salamence, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I had Fortress and Galvantula there to kind of just volt switch out into whatever I thought I needed in the moment.
Nice momentum.
Togekiss was with I forget what the berry's called, but it's the poison resistant berry.
That's for steel, yeah. Kebia's for poison.
Kebia, yeah.
And that was so that I could set up on the Venusaur if I needed to.
Nice.
Mew was what Mew does with the Z move to fuck shit up.
Dude, that is so broken.
That Z move is fucking crazy, dude.
It was nasty plot as well.
Oof.
Yeah. And then Arcanine was just kind of there because with I think it was Assault Vest, and with the Assault Vest offensive Intimidate, it just kind of countered 90% of his team.
Yeah, it really does.
Remember we had the mixed defensive spreads so that you got the 2-shot with HP Ice onto Salamence. I'm pretty sure it was like a 2-shot with Flare Blitz on the Mega Venu. It killed Ninetales before the Veil and 2-shotted through the Veil. And then it 2-shotted Porygon 2 with the Close Combat, 2-shotted Metagross with the Flare Blitz, 2-shotted Tapu Fini with the Wild Charge. It's like it handled his whole team basically.
Yeah, 4 moves is all you need with Arcanine. Good God. But
And
yeah,
then,
we'll just
like speed.
we'll just jump right in. So he leads Metagross, trying to get them rocks. Yeah, I believe you also had the same idea.
Yep.
Rocks and Volt Switch. All day.
Yep.
He goes right into the duck. He wants that sturdy. But you make the good play
That
and you go
nice
for the Volt
chip
Switch.
damage.
And then some more chip on top of that chip.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
been-
saw that, and I actually was debating in between Arcanine and Mew there, but I saw with how much damage I did, I thought he was bulky, so I thought I could take anything, set up nasty plot, and then just Z move for days.
Hell yeah. Dude, I was so surprised he lived. I know he was like calm 252 Porygon 2, but just goddamn, Genesis Supernova is so strong.
Mm.
And Shadow Ball doesn't even kill, so you just basically get to fuck some shit up here for a little while.
Yep.
Mew
Well, it
doing
was
what
bulk
Mew
on
does
that Mew.
best.
And then,
Yeah,
here's a misplay.
Yep, goes for the
Yeah.
VP, not having it.
Which is
Lives.
was very fortunate for me, but
Lives the Shadow Ball fucking somehow, because I'm pretty sure he was offensive Metagross. But, yeah,
That
was
thing's just bulky. It's just so
unfortunate.
bulky.
Yeah, straight up. So, here, and I guess he predicts the switch or something. I was so scared when he
I think
said that, because I was like,
HP Fire is pretty catch-all.
true, but I didn't know if it was going to kill Mew, because Mew's a bulky motherfucker too.
I predicted the switch here and went for the.
Yeah, this was glorious.
Yeah, this was
This made me hard.
good
Yeah.
play.
I mean, there was a no drawback play if you really look at
If
look
you
at
look
his
at his
team.
team,
He
it
was,
was,
he was in
yeah.
the back already, so
Definitely. But Wild Charge does.
I knew he wasn't gonna
Dick.
stay in, so. And I didn't think he was gonna go into Venusaur expecting Flare Blitz, so
Mhm.
the rest of his team kind of didn't want a Wild Charge.
Yeah, pretty much. He has no switch-ins for Arcanine, like, good golly. But Drogon gets to come out. Isn't Moxie,
Yeah.
isn't Intimidate.
Faded.
66%, fuck.
I think I missed that the last time. That's really nice, actually.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
perfect damage.
And you just go straight out into Scarf Chomp.
Or
Now,
Fortress.
the fun fact is, I had
Mistake.
String Shot,
Yeah, we put String Shot on this.
and I just explode for the shit.
You fucking had
That's
String
beautiful.
Shot? Are you kidding me? That's amazing.
Yeah.
I
Good God.
You think I'm
misplayed
gonna-
here. I
you think I'm gonna
misplayed
help him build
here
a bad
so
team?
hard. I misplayed so hard because I looked at his last 2 months and I had said Scarf's Garchomp is the answer for either one of them. Because I did the calc afterwards. Poison Jab from Garchomp did like 98% to this Ninetales.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, well, I'll just throw out the bird. Why not? Because I'm a dumbass.
But now that bad boy comes in. I think he either needed to switch out there, or if he was planning on 1v1ing with Venusaur, he definitely needed to, here in a couple turns, I think there was a play where he needed to Leech Seed or Giga Drain when he goes for Sludge Bomb, I think, on your, once Garchomp comes back in. But it's anyone's game right now. This shit is intense.
And
Sludge
the
Bomb.
Veil is so broken.
Veil is so fucking.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Let's just have two screens at the same time. That's fair.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, fuck, I threw.
Brick break on everything.
Right. Scarf Brick Break right
And
now.
I almost clicked Earthquake there like a dumbass.
Yeah, that was the turn. He needed to either Leech Seed or at least spam Giga Drain or something so he could live this and just hope that you get a 2-turn confusion. But he gets the crit.
Oh yeah, no, he had to leech there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you leech before into that crit, the game was over.
Yeah, straight up. But
Yeah, it's basically the crit there, I think, counteracts the fact that you got the 3-turn outrage. Because if you only got 2-turn outrage, then it was down to another 50-50 with the confusion, but you still would have been not in range of another Giga Drain.
At the end, I describe it to my friends as like a fucking anime battle to where they're just punching each other as hard as they fucking can
Yeah,
and trying
basically.
to kill the other one.
straight up. But great game. Great fucking game to you guys. You got like better and better every week so far, and you got your first win versus Nathan. Fucking good shit, man. Grade A.
Yeah. I was standing up yelling, kill him!
God. Then we have another pretty fucking good offensive match. It's Hobby versus Austin or GarchompTheGod. And we'll just jump right into this one. Weavile just beats this dude's whole team, like straight up.
Yeah.
He just leads off with
his team. With low kick, it loses to Weavile. He has Night Slash.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I'm curious as to why he picked Night Slash.
He said in the chat that he
what-
wasn't
what-
sure if Knockoff would kill Z-Move Azelf. But Azelf has
Yeah,
like
that's what
negative
we were talking
14
about, was
defenses, so I
Azelf.
feel like it would have.
Yeah. And what, it's got the high crit ratio or something? Like,
Yeah.
Maybe it was scope plans.
Maybe. Just hacks him. When all else fails, hacks him.
Bopped.
Low kick, this still makes me laugh every
Hit
time. He dragon dances up,
75,
and Weavile
reflect.
is still faster.
Yeah, I feel like the dragon dance was a really bad decision there.
Yeah, he needed
Yeah, that
to
wasn't the
click.
best idea.
He needed to click any button other than Dragon. If he had Stone Edge, fucking Crunch, Earthquake, anything.
Imagine
But-
if they gave Tita Accelerock.
Oof. Fuck that. Don't give Game Freak any ideas. We don't need him to be any more broken than he already is. But also, Austin has hit every single fucking Mega Horn this year. Like,
I
I
never
don't think
hit
he's
Mega
missed
Horn.
a single
Like,
Mega
who
Horn.
hits Mega Horn?
That's like fucking Focus Blast for bugs. Like, it's just, you don't hit that. Nobody hits that. Does make the good play into Bronzong on the Scarf Machamp, which is pretty fire.
Yeah, Fire Ass Machamp.
Another explosion too. Also, Austin loves exploding. He's every
Yeah.
chance he's got,
Probably-
he's exploded on somebody's fucking face.
He probably could have pretty easily gotten up some more screens there,
Yeah, probably.
to be honest.
At least one, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand the switch into Lando here.
I-
Because he totally could have gone Magearna and tanked any one hit.
Yeah.
Assuming it wasn't Nasty Bot.
Yeah, he was AV Magearna too, which was meant to be a counter to that as well as kind of Kyurem, but who the fuck knows. Night Flash does revenge it. Pretty nice though, so at least he only takes one. I guess Lando was looking... Well, if he had Sludge Wave though, Lando was doing pretty well. So I don't know, but who the fuck knows? That Magearna takes a shitload though. For being AV, that has to be
so
specs.
much.
That has to be specs Helios, because that does...
It's definitely
So
specs.
much.
And Heelless Spatak is just so high.
Yeah.
And then it gets crit immediately.
Yeah, so the crit Dazzling Gleam was basically a
Crit
floor
power.
cannon at this point. Just no drops.
Still lives though.
Still lives. Good golly. This was insane. There's
Yeah.
no way he predicted that. Like, that's just maybe
No.
he just in case he subbed or something, he went for the whirlwind. But that man clicked dry freeze shock and got whirlwinded out. Like,
Never going
goddamn,
dry.
that was crazy.
Austin, never going dry.
That was insane. I saw that, and I had to put my phone down and laugh for a good minute because that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was actually crazy.
But
Here
Machamp.
comes the master.
Yep, the four-armed fucking beast. Picking up kills.
Isn't this when Kyurem just goes on the absolute rampage?
Yeah, stand fast low
think so.
kick. It kind of does.
Yeah, so he sacks the hippo, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, misses the Draco the first. He was gonna go on a rampage, but man needs some glasses. Or a monocle.
This
I could
is
see Kyurem in a
basically
monocle.
unaware Kyurem. It's basically unaware Kyurem.
Pretty much.
Look at that fucking earthquake damage too.
Damage.
Grassy terrain for the win. But yeah, he does.
Yeah, hits again. Its attack is -4.
Is that his only special move? Shed.
It might be. I don't actually know. He's just clicking
Doesn't
it though.
matter because anyway.
He must have been
doesn't
scarfed
matter.
then, because yeah, there's no reason to click that
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
Scarf.
Well, no,
that
not
man was
scarf.
scarf
No,
free
he
shock.
wasn't Scarf. He
Oh yeah,
wasn't
because
Scarf.
this outsped. So why didn't I don't
Yeah.
know? I'm confused.
Yeah, basically with the Scarf Poison Jab, that is Harvey manages to pull that game back. which
Yes,
is
sir.
Nice to see.
Another nice tight 1-0. We had some solid games this week. That was another one of them. Every single game has been pretty fucking
Yeah,
good.
we've had some great games.
And this is my personal favorite of the week. No bias or anything, but
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
don't see
that,
why you say that.
no, me and Dan have a bit of a history. He was the only person to beat me last season, and I was a little salty about it. So I prepped really fucking hard. Me and Chris and Pat all kind of did a bunch of stuff, and I prepped harder for this match than I did like any other match I think I've ever played in Draft League. So
It
yeah,
has nothing to do with all of his stall.
yeah, exactly. Well, it's like I have a really offensive team, so the stall wasn't that big of a deal. It was just like I can't fucking lose this. I can't like let Dan go on undefeated. Also, I
Yeah,
assumed he was
because
going to be
Dan and
Scarf
Shaden
Gliscor.
were both undefeated at this point.
Yeah. I assumed he was Scarf Gliscor, so I just go for the U-turn. Luckily, I get the prediction right. And then it's just Squishy just comes in, and I'm sub-coil, almost max defense, and I don't give 2/3 of a fuck or a shit about this Gyarados, apparently. As we see, or about to see, this shit is crazy. He has Avalanche Gyarados, which
Avalanche
is
is
crazy.
interesting.
He told me he had
Holy
Flamethrower for Kartana
shit.
too, which is that's some heat shit. Like props to Dan for bringing some heat, but it just does not break the sub. Like holy fuck. Zygarde does not care about your ice. And this was weird too. He just like at this point I was already kind of gonna be setting up all over his face, but he goes for the Sludge Bomb just to make sure that
Yeah.
I get a couple extra coils up. I didn't really get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he says,
think it might have been a
thinking.
misclick of some description, possibly.
Oh yeah, he
But you've
even
got
said in the
some,
chat like, "What the fuck was I thinking?" I was like, "I don't know. Keep doing shit,
Yeah,
man."
some hella HP and some decent SPDF on this anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm just coiling up. Like, he can come in and intimidate me, like, over and over again, but he's not lowering my defense, and that's the main key here. He cannot fucking break these fat-ass subs, especially, I got the Seismic Toss number on there, so he's just not able to do much.
Yeah.
And
That's why
even-
Jirachi, why Zygarde's even better in this matchup, because it's got the 108 HP, so you can bring those 101 HP subs.
Exactly. And just pick that thing off, and it's just kind of a long, slow fuck. For once, Dan is on the other end of a long, slow fucking, and it's kind of nice to watch, you know? After seeing poor fucking Tim on to Gliscor, and I forget who else he played, but just fucking like 80 turns of just long, slow
Well,
fucking.
die.
Yeah, I die too. But yeah, this is just
And props to him. He drafted a team and he knows how to fucking use it.
indeed.
And that's
he
why
does.
he's been undefeated, plus 11 or something in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, straight up. He was one of the first people to get a 6-0 too. I think you and him both did week 1.
We did, yeah.
I think my biggest win may have been a 3-0 so far. Maybe. I'm not
I think
sure.
you're right. Yeah, you got like a 3-0 and like 2 2-0s, I think, up until this week or some shit like that.
Yeah, something stupid like that.
I tried to be proactive and go for the other sub, but 2 Ice Fangs doesn't even break the fucking sub, so I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll just fucking...
It's almost like your defense is maxed out or something.
Something like that, I don't know.
Crazy, right?
Look at that Shuka saving
47
him.
through Shuka.
And right back out. fidget spinner.
Right back into substitute.
Yep.
I am disappointed I missed this live.
Dude, this was so hype live. Like,
It was pretty intense.
I fell asleep, and then Dan was talking shit, and then I came and did this, and I was just like,
Yeah,
alright,
it's
he's
like,
talking
oh,
shit now.
I guess he's scared then.
Yeah.
What was it?
I was-
It was like, oh, if he dips again, he loses by default or some shit.
I was real scared, bro. But now, yeah, now it's just maxed out. He's trying to counter. I got scared for a second. I thought maybe counter went through the sub or something. I don't know. At this point, I was just like, how can I lose this? You know, like, what could I do to fuck this up?
You'd have to try.
Yeah, exactly. I have to go out of my way.
To lose.
But he can wish back up, but that's 1,000 arrows is doing more than his wish is recovering anyways. Go for the double protect. I feel like just to be a dick at this point. Like,
Yeah, no
He's got
reason
no
to do
point.
that at all.
There's no reason not to though. Like,
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
he's lost anyway.
fair enough, I guess. Just add a couple extra turns on there. Whatever. But I'm
Yeah,
not letting him chip me
against,
anymore. I refuse to be chipped any further by this Hitmontop. You want priority, I'll show you priority.
So did he do any damage to your entire team,
No.
technically? Wow.
I don't believe so. The only thing that was out was Jolteon. That's full. Pidgeot is also full. Yeah, no, everything ended at 100%. Like, that was just pure grade A 100%. That's what I like to see.
Alrighty.
And last, but definitely not least, we have Pat versus Tim.
Yeah, so just a bit of background to this battle. It was me, Shaden, and Dan. We're all undefeated at this point, and obviously Shaden and Dan were battling. So it was going to be, hopefully, ideally, two of us were going to be undefeated after this week. But I was going up against old buddy Viral Hero here, and he has a Mega Mawile. So
And you may remember
So that
last
took-
week, Mega Mawile just completely ran through Andre. Like, just
yeah,
fucking
like
just
it
boom.
bent him over and fucked him up the booty hole.
He let him
It
get
was
2
ridiculous.
SDs, and he just sucker punched that
Yeah.
man's entire team. Fuck.
It's crazy. So basically,
It was
I had,
over.
I had like a bunch of wacky shit to deal with his team, and yeah, we'll go like Zapdos was able to 1v1 most of his team apart from Tarak. Shuffle
Well-
as a lead was like a super cool set, and then Entei was a set which no one knows about, and it doesn't. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't use it.
Yeah, if you don't reveal it, you might as well save it for
Yeah.
for another time.
Yeah, we'll just jump on into it. It's going to be a pretty fun one.
Oh yeah, for sure. But lead matchup, looking like Tim's got some
Okay,
momentum.
I live that. I've
Zapdos
got
doesn't
bulk, so
care.
I can just get the T-Wave and then bolt out, basically.
A little bit of yellow magic
Thank you
never
for-
hurt nobody.
Yeah,
Gets
because
the
I wanted
immediate
to.
para.
This was the only thing on his team that outsped my Jirachi, so I just needed to get this paralyzed so that Jirachi and Entei and just Jirachi and Entei outsped everything, basically, was my thinking.
Straight up.
And I can just go straight out into it.
And
On to Selby. Selby's doing nothing. really, eh?
And it's over.
this is
Stop
the
in his
turn. This is
face.
the big turn. So I thought maybe
Yeah.
he had like nasty plot Earth Power or something, maybe Hidden Power Fire. I don't know, some kind of shit. You
But
know?
yeah, he goes to the Stealth Rocks. I'm like, okay,
Goes for the
Yep.
fire play.
just let me get another power up punch. Because basically I was like max SPDF, max HP with like 24 speed or something. So no attack investment. So basically I'm able to just power punch all over his team.
Yep.
Um,
He has some solid nicknames this week though, and you
Yeah.
just flinch him and punch him, and it fuck.
Yeah. So going back to him, I think that was the only flinch that kind of mattered.
It probably
And even
was,
if I-
yeah.
Yeah, if I didn't get that flinch, then he broke my sub, and then I killed him the next turn. So,
Mhm.
and then I can
Yeah, no,
sub up
nothing
on.
won after that flinch, I believe. Or
Yeah.
even if he broke the sub, I think the game was over at that point.
Because he can't break the sub on this, and if he goes down to Mega Mawile, which he will do, you'll see my strategy for that. Because this Scald's doing like 15% because I'm max per def.
Yeah. When I
And you
saw
see
it didn't
clicking
break the
power
sub, I
punch.
just kind of like put my head in my hands and just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like here we go.
Yeah, I think it was like 15 to 18% or something.
Good God.
Antiverum wash, and I can just get like another sub.
I don't understand
So-
why he picked that to go out into though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he might have had like Willow or T-Wave and was hoping that
You were
he could bait me
sub.
into not subbing, I guess. But I would always sub, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's why flinches didn't really come into.
Also,
come
that
into
flinch
this
didn't
game
matter because he just
much.
would have missed Hydro Pump anyways.
Yeah, exactly, or it would have broken, and like he was doing like 30% with it, so yeah, doesn't really matter.
But yeah, you can. I'm sure as a viewer, you can kind of tell how this is gonna go. So I'm just gonna put this on fast. Actually, we'll just.
Yeah, feel free. So he finally breaks it there.
Hits that Hydro. Good shit. You're back at full. God damn it.
Yeah, and I can just get another sub and wait for him to miss Hydro again, because it's like it's a pretty easy thing to wait for. I've got lefties. Now here's the tech.
There's
with
the
defense.
sucker, and there's the wacky
So
shit as
basically,
aforementioned.
on Sucker Punch on Mega Mobile, I can always click Iron Defense in a 1v1.
This man
and then
brought Iron
Sucker Punch.
Defense Jirachi. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
And then Sucker Punch won't work, and then I'll be at enough defense to live the next Sucker Punch, so. And then it's going.
Fair enough.
Basically.
But yeah, that's the biggest threat on his team, obviously, and that shit's gone. Everything else you outspeed. So at this point, you're just kind of cleaning up.
Yeah,
You've already,
Ice Bathing.
you.
That's why.
Yeah, T-waving track turn 1 was
needed
actually a really good play.
Yeah, that was clutch as hell.
Like, this wasn't the way that I meant, like, was going to win. This was basically there to handle Weavile. Fucking hell. Morwile.
The other while. Isle.
Yeah. Because unless he let me get to plus fucking 6 or whatever it is, I wasn't handling Melodic or Rotom or Celebi at all.
Exactly.
Like, at all.
But you came in, you wall broke, you stall broke, and then you swept with the same Pokemon. Like, that was fucking.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah. Straight up. We go, yeah, Chris with the comment, oh, those Stealth Rocks really came in clutch earlier.
Clutch. Yep. For sure.
Because I didn't get affected by them at all, because nothing else switched in. Yeah, it's a nice.
And that's gonna be
nice
that.
6-0.
Good God, fucking couple of 6-0s to end off the week. We had like I said, everyone had great battles this week. We had 2 6-0s. This was the best week so far, easily. This was entertaining as hell just to be a part of. So here we are. You can see all these beautiful scores and stats and whatnot. And most of us, I think Sean has something that's at like 11 or 12, but most of us we got kill leaders up here. Zygarde at 8-1, and then Pat is just doubling up with Diancie and Jirachi, of course. You didn't even bring Diancie this week, huh?
No.
Just still 7-0 from the first 3. Goddamn.
Yeah, I couldn't bring Diancie this week.
Fair enough. He had a
We had like
while.
Celebi, a Rotom, a Melodic, a Morwile.
But yep. Then we got Dan, who's at number 4 with Gliscor. I'm
Fucking
glad to see that
Gliscor.
thing falling down more. We can't. Whoever plays Dan can't let that thing get any more kills. Like.
Yeah, you just need to bring, ice on everything.
All flying types.
Yes,
Yeah.
6 hidden power ice mons or something. That's what you gotta do. And KipUp here with Infernape, low tier mon, fucking just putting in all kinds of work. 7-3, not
Things
even
up
Yeah,
monster.
just like, super consistent. Whereas
Yeah,
like
it's
the
getting-
ones at top,
Getting
like,
at least 2
Zygarde's
kills a
got-
game, I think.
Yeah, Zygarde's got 6 of its kills in one game. Rachi's got 6 in one game, whereas Infernape's got like, at least 1 to 2 every single game so far.
Exactly, and then same with Hoopa. I got 5 kills with, I think either 4 or 5 kills with
exactly.
Hoopa last week, and then the other like 1 or 2 came from the first week or some shit. But yeah, it's a lot of bulking up. And then Weavile with Javi, obviously it's a Weavile. It's gonna kill a lot of shit. That's just what it does.
Yeah.
That's like Weavile's favorite thing to do. And then I got Mamoswine up here too, which didn't do anything this week, but I think I got a couple Ice Shard kills over the last 3 weeks that kind of starting to add up. Nathan here, 5-3, Ninetales Alola, just because he freeze-dried Dye's entire team week 1.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever week it was. That shit was hilarious though. And then Mega Manetric too, coming in at 5-3 with 5 kills. Good golly. We were really surprised when you picked that. I think second round we were like, who picks Manetric round 2? That's what the hell. But there it is on the leaderboard. So fucking.
Oh yeah.
Very nice pick.
It's the speed of it. It's just so
Yeah,
fast.
of
I
course,
don't think
Scarfers.
bench kill.
Yeah,
And
straight
then
up.
you got Intimidate as well that you got to worry about.
That is very nice. It's so fast with Intimidate too. It's kind of to work and almost be like bulky, just with the extra IVs from speed creeping stuff, which is
Yeah,
great.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then got Pat here at first place, of course, still just barely beating me in differential, but I'm coming for you. God damn it.
Good luck.
Yeah, just don't get any more 6-0s. Fuck.
I'm gonna keep getting 6-0s.
You better not. You do it nicely next time.
Well, you're gonna get a 6-0 this week because you play Die.
That's true. I just might. We'll see.
Die's gonna wallop you. He's got the team matchup, man.
Totally.
He doesn't lose to Mammoth Swine at all.
Does not. And he's not gonna watch this and realize either.
Freeze dry or.
I'm gonna make a bunch
Only
of trades.
Shaden had a Pokemon that gets freeze dry.
Torkoal gets freeze dry. Fuck with me.
Is it really?
No, it does not.
Okay, don't you say.
But yeah, then we got Javi in third place at 3-1 plus 6. Dan just barely behind at 3-1 plus 5. And you got your boy KipUp right there, 3-1 plus 3. And then Chris kind of just tail ending the playoff contenders here at 2-2. Disappointed.
It's just coming.
Better
coming firmly up the
differential,
rear.
but worse record.
Yeah, somehow that's fucking. It's weird.
Yeah, because he's lost like a couple of 1-0s, I think. Like
Yeah.
1-0s and 2-0s.
Yeah, I only beat him by 2, and Die only beat him by 1. So at least when he loses, he doesn't lose like terribly, which is respectable. But
Yeah.
Sacco.
He knows his shit.
Yeah, Sacco coming in at number 7. He's not the Sacco, so he's looking pretty good. And
Yeah.
then Die and Nathan tied at 1 and 3 minus 7. And then this is only supposed to be 2 red columns, but since Sean and Tim were actually tied for the second Sacco seed, I just went ahead and made it 3 to just even things out. You know, just keep it fair. They want to play favorites.
I'm not last anymore, boys.
That's all that matters. That's all
It
that
only
matters.
took 4 weeks.
Proud of you.
We take those.
Indeed, we take those. And then Austin, the only person who has yet to get a kill, even though I think all of his matches have been pretty fucking close. Like, he hasn't really just got, like, dunked on or anything. He's got, yeah, -2, -3, -3, -1. Like, he's been pretty close the entire time. But, yeah, just the only guy without a win. He even has better differential than fucking Tim and Sean. Just hadn't won one yet. He's getting there, though. But,
I play him next week. He's probably getting his first win.
That confidence, though. Shit.
Yeah, for real.
See, you said the 2 words that work together in that sentence. I am confident. I am shit.
Fair enough. But, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Final questions and comments and concerns, gang.
Concerns for me is the final 2 weeks because I go up against Dan and then you, so I'm getting 6-0 2 times. So
Now you can beat Dan, man.
Hey man, at least
took a
I won't
gander
stall
at
you out.
that. Yeah, I took a gander at that. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah, I've got Shaden and then Chris the last 2 weeks.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. You're gonna have a fun couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Hey,
more
Pat,
fun
don't
than
I
me,
have
'cause
you
you're
next
gonna
week?
lose. Yeah, we're going right now, man.
Yeah, well, I guess that's my concern then.
So everybody's got their concerns. Good shit. But thanks everybody for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe to all that bullshit. And thanks guys for coming on. And I think bye forever.
Bye forever.